I would like to briefly update on a topic I published in Substack on July 22nd. It was about dust storms. Today I'll be talking about ocean fertilization from dust to bloom. This is an update on the Substack I did before. These are big things. They are massive wall of dust sweeping over cities like this one. In fact, there was one in July sweeping over Phoenix, Arizona. Next one. They occur all over the world. In this one, I would like to focus on one in Dubai. You can see that Burj Khalifa. That building is the world's tallest building at a height of 828 meters. The dust storm goes above that height, which is about 1 kilometer. So these are big deals. Next one. To start off with what this is all about, I'm going to use a general model published by Nippers in 2014. He is with KIT in Germany. If you look at the index map on the upper left, that is, you are looking at Gibraltar and the high Atlas Mountains in Morocco. So we're coming down to the model itself. You see the Atlas Mountains. When there is a cold front coming, it brings in the cold air. And when it interacts with the warm air of the desert, they form the turbulent wake that lifts up loose particles and goes into the dust storm. So we need certain criteria factors that could come together to form a dust storm, like a troll, dry, cold front, powerful downdraft, high winds, dry, loose soil, sparse vegetation. That's key, low CO2. Next one. So this, we all know there is an increase in CO2 with time. There is an increase in temperature with time. So IPCC and other organizations use this to promote the global warming. Next one. This is actually an article published by the World Health Organization. And they promote this idea that climate change contributes to desertification, which in turn may increase the frequency and spread of sand and dust storms. What is interesting about this article, they did not explain how this works. They just simply make the statement, just a propaganda. So I want to go a little deep into the subject, what is really happening. Next one. These authors, these are meteorologists from Africa. They just published a major article on the dust storm, not just a local one, the entire Sahara and Sahel region. For reference, there are 2 points that are in the news: Strait of Hormuz, the upper dot, Bab el-Mandeb, the lower dot. Next one. So these are the meteorological stations that these authors used. And so this is not just covering a small area. It's an entire area of Sahara Desert and the Sahel region. Next one. This is what they come up with. During the period they studied, 1984 to 2024, the frequency of the dust storms declined. That is just the opposite of what the World Health Organization proposed. Next one. There are other authors who studied this. This is a paper by Elias and Palmer, and they showed where there is a low CO2, there is a high dust production. Next one. The same paper, where they correlate high ice volume with the low CO2 concentration and high dust production, which is in purple in this diagram. Next one. This is a popular diagram. Dr. Sherwood Idzo conducted this experiment. As you increase the CO2, the plants grow better. This is an image courtesy of Will Happer. Next one. Now coming into the ocean. This is the ocean fertilization. When there is a major dust storm coming into the ocean, this is the Bay of Biscay. I marked the yellow line, that's 800 kilometers coming into the Bay of Biscay. Now at the end of this plume, if you slightly go upward, there is a bloom, phytoplankton bloom, that is just off France. Now, I would say there is some kind of link between the dust and the bloom. Some of you may argue, possibly true, but let's go into the next data. Next, please. Now we are looking at the Namib Desert. As you can see, the large dust storms coming into the Atlantic. All right, next one. Now, if you look at the left-hand, bottom left diagram, that is the same area, Namib Desert. Now we have large plankton bloom growing the same area. Is it a coincidence? I don't think so. There is a link. And incidentally, this paper was published by Shanmugam 2018. In 2018, I surveyed the density plumes of the world, and part of that study is it's published in the Petroleum Exploration and Development. It's a Elsevier journal. Part of the study is these plumes. Next one. Now let's go into the conceptual part of it. This is published by Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution. And from the information I talked about today, combining with the Oceanographic Institution, we can say this ocean fertilization. During the glacial maxima, low CO2, you bring dust into the ocean. That leads into the ion fertilization, because the dust bring in the ion particles that increases or stimulates the phytoplankton growth. And that leads to photosynthesis. That in turn draws CO2 from the atmosphere. So this is a complete cycle. Next one. So putting all this into the CO2 reality, when you have as high CO2, high vegetation, low dust production, low ocean fertilization. It is just the opposite when there is low CO2. That is the bottom part of it. Next one. So my conclusion, the climate narrative proposed by the World Health Organization bites the dust. Thank you.